it's Bubz. How are you all doing? So today I will be filming my June favorites. I'm really glad to hear that you guys really enjoyed having a mixture of products in the monthly favorites, but actually this month they're actually mostly beauty products. Starting off with random product of the month then, this is my Lumee phone cover. Even the name Lumee, so it's pretty cute. And I've heard about this cover for a while. I just didn't really bring myself to the balls to buy it because I thought it was quite expensive. And it wasn't until I went to my Asia style contour that my friend Chris started using it and the photos looked amazing. Here's the cover, and basically I just slot my phone on. And when slotted on, it does have quite a weight to it, which is understandable. And it does make the phone quite a bit chunkier actually. But you can see the back there is a button, and when you press it, it lights up. So it's quite dim right now, and you can actually make it stronger or you can have it softer and then you can turn it off. As you can guess, this cover is purely for the selfie enthusiast. Previously I had one which was circular and it worked like a ring light you clamp on. That was not great. It didn't look very flattering. But for this one I can really say that it is truly flattering because it creates an even distribution of light in your face, and the light is really soft. It kind of looks like, you know, if you go on a candlelit dinner, you feel pretty confident because the lighting is so soft and mellow. I feel like the lighting it creates is definitely more of a candle lit look. What this is really handy for me is that a lot of times when I'm in bed and I wake up to use a toilet, I can just press it back and it just lights up my way. It's pretty bright. Or if we're in a restaurant and it's like really dim, you know those type of restaurants where they have the ambience but then you can't read the menu, then I'm like, oh look, here it is! There is a separate plug here for you to charge through a USB, and each fill charge lasts for 2 hours, which is a long time because each time you use this, you're not going to have this on for like more than like 30 seconds. So I find it really handy. I guess not a lot of people use this. In fact, when I brought this to LA, some of my friends were like, what? Especially my friend Phil. When I turned it on, he was like, wow! And I have the photo to prove it. So I'll show you a photo with and also without. You can see that it does make a difference. Downside of course is the price. It's quite pricey. Really depends how much you want to up your selfie game or if you really need like, you know, portable torch. Moving on, this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. Previously I used the Anastasia one and I really liked it, but it wasn't until I went to Singapore where my friend Mary, the makeup artist, she did my makeup at the time and she raved so much about this palette. I have to say this palette is definitely a lot better than the Anastasia one, and just purely because it's a lot faster and quicker to work with. I mean, I love with the Anastasia, I keep saying Anastasia and Anastasia. Anyways, with the Anastasia one, it was great because it was buildable, but it did take a longer amount of time. This takes me half the amount of time and they are really pigmented and they have a nice buttery texture. If I were just to swipe my 3 fingers and then just go like this, you can see how pigmented it is, and even though it's pigmented, it's truly easy to blend, especially with Asian skin tones. I'm told that the Kat Von D palette is pretty good for that. The ones I use the most is this one, and this one. I feel like the highlight shades aren't as good as the Anastasia ones, but the contour ones are definitely a lot better. Thank you, Mary, for recommending this. Okay, so next up is also a Kat Von D product, and these are the liquid lipsticks, and this one is in Lolitta 2, which is a popular color, and then this one is in Double Dare. And looking at it, it looks very similar. Lolitta 2 has more of a burnt undertone, whereas this one is a bit more reddish. The one that I'm wearing today is in Double Dare, and it's a color that a lot of you guys have asked about when I was in LA. I feel like these colors are very on trend lately. It took me a little bit of time to get used to liquid lipsticks. When I first got this, I wasn't that big of a fan. After I apply this, I just let it dry and then I apply a thin coat of lip balm, and that is all it takes. And what's really great about liquid lipsticks is it lasts you for a long time, unlike traditional lip glosses and lipsticks. Especially these days, it's like pow! Everybody loves the matte look just because it looks so modern. So I'm just gonna swatch it right here for you guys, and I'm gonna swatch Double Dare first. You can see how creamy and pigmented it is. This one is Lolitta 2. So very similar, as you can see. Cleanse and Polish Hot Cloth Cleanser. So I actually went into my local Boots hoping to get a new moisturizer. And since I was running low on my cleanser, I thought I'll take a look as well. And the lady there, she's really nice, and she was telling me all about the cleanser, and I've heard wonderful things, and I know it's one of their best sellers. Earle is one of Britain's really loved brands. But I was reluctant to use this because it's one of those you massage your face and you take a warm damp cloth and you wipe it off. Because in my mind I'm thinking if you don't rinse your face with water, there's gonna be places it can't reach basically. So I was like, no, it's okay. The lady was really nice and she insisted that I try this product and give it a chance. So she gave me a 30ml travel size cleanser to try. So I put it to the test and I don't have any left over, and I've really been enjoying it, I have to say. So the texture of this is very creamy, so actually it doesn't foam or lather, and it actually melts up all your makeup, and when you're applying it on your face you can smell the very refreshing aromatherapy scent. So it really relaxes me when I'm applying this in the morning and before I go to bed. I have to say, the first time when I wiped off my makeup I was like, okay, this is cool, all my makeup is on, but I double cleanse anyway, and I was expecting to see a lot more makeup on my cloth, but I was surprised nothing was actually on it. So you imagine how impressed I was. And what's great about actually cleansing my face this way is usually when I splash water to my face, it gets my hair all wet, it goes all over the sink, it gets really messy. So I love how I'm using this cleanser. I don't ruin my hair and I don't get the floor all wet, and my husband doesn't shout at me. I can carefully just wipe the areas that I really want. I'm off to pick up some errands today, so I'm gonna drop in the Boots to get the full size one. If I'm wearing a full face of makeup, I will still use my oil cleanser. I feel like cleansing oil definitely rules if you wear a lot of makeup. But for days where I'm just wearing maybe like a little bit foundation, a little bit concealer, this is what I would use on a daily basis. Next up, this is my Cyber Colors UV Protect Spray SPF 50. I feel like it's so much easier for me to get dark spots. So I really need to be more cautious, especially because I'm always out driving. So many people spend so much money trying to treat the dark spots when prevention really is more the thing that they should focus on. Another thing to remember is SPF loses its effect after like so hours. So when it comes to reapplying, it's quite a bummer, especially if you already have your makeup on. That's me protected for another several hours. So this is fantastic. I use this for my face, I use this for my body. As you can see, my makeup just looks exactly the same. I actually got Tim to bring me back like a couple more of these. Lastly, this eye cream is from Estee Lauder, and this is the Advanced Night Repair. I've never really reviewed or raved about eye creams before because I feel like it's something you just put on, but I feel like it doesn't really show that many good results. The Estee Lauder one, okay, this one is a pricey one, but I can really say that I can see differences from using this one. My mommy is beautiful, but one thing I inherited from my mom is thin skin under the eyes, and I've been told that if your eyes are on the bigger side, it's easier for you to get fine lines, and I've really been starting to get fine lines underneath, and especially because my skin is so thin below. When I wear certain makeup, it really shows. I just finished my eye cream, so I thought I'll just get another one. I didn't really think much because I feel like eye creams, they just moisturize, but in terms of really dealing with fine lines, I never really experienced anything that really impressed me. But after I've been using this for a while, I can really say that my eyes, they really do look younger. It certainly feels a lot more tight in this area as well, more firm, and when I'm putting on makeup, the lines don't show as much, which is a huge sign. It says it helps to significantly inhibit the appearance of visible damage, fine lines, crow's feet, dark circles, puffiness, dryness. I can't really say much about the dark circles. I feel like mine is a lost cause, but in terms of fine lines and really hydrating the area, spot on. Alright guys, so these are my top products of June. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Mwah. Bye!